Okay, good day, everybody. Thank you for joining us in this afternoon session. I'll be moderating for this session of Preeti. Um, this session is titled Sustainability, Word with Hidden Responsibility and More. We have questions that you can post in the right-hand corner with the question mark chat, and then I'll be running one poll on the session itself. So if you can answer those poll, that will be great, so that we can have further questions. All questions will be addressed by Preeti at the end of the session. And so I'll start this session now. Okay.
First of all, I would like to thank you, LRVS, for giving me this opportunity to speak on this global platform. And I really love this template, and especially this line, make your impact on the world. The word impact is nowadays very trending and futuristic. How? Because it is connected with the word sustainability. The word sustainability is having an enormous content within it. Nowadays, there is no sector which is untouched by this word. Whether you are working in a manufacturing or a commercial or service sector, or even your day-to-day life, everywhere the world has joined their hands for this global revolution, which is aimed to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generation to meet their own needs. By saying this, I feel a sense of responsibility on me. Hence, I've kept the name of this presentation as a sustainability, a word with hidden responsibility and more. Hello, everyone. I am Preeti Prasad, a chemical engineer with a work experience of around 13 years in the industries. I started my career back in 2010 with one of the India's largest refinery, SR Oil, which is currently Naira Energy. And after a few years, because of some family commitment, I moved to my hometown and started my career in the domain of lubrication and worked with Noria India. And after that, with some associated sectors in the same lubrication domain. I'm certified MLA1 and MLT1 from ICML. Currently, I'm working with ECOLAB, a global sustainable company providing smart water digital solution. And I'm looking after a division of Downstream and Global Chem as a team lead. That's a brief about me. Let's get back to our subject, sustainability. Though there are so many aspects of the sustainability, which are mostly classified into the system-driven, people-driven, and the cultural-driven. It is not purely a technical subject, rather an emotional touch as well. That how much we are concerned about our generation, our children's, our grandchildren's, and the future sons and all to meet their livelihood. And how much we are aware about the climate change, the pollutions, the replenishment of the renewable sources, the depletion of ecosystem health, and how things are interconnected and impacting the economic environment. So nowadays the expectation is to impact more in the less, to impact more in less. So everyone having a sustainable story. I would like to share mine. So I commute around 45 kilometers to fro from the office. So instead of taking my own car, I prefer to go in public transport or sometime by carpooling. By doing so, I feel that I am helping in the reduction of fuel consumption, in the GHG reductions, the carbon emissions, GHG carbon footprints, and the traffic congestions, which might be helping some other to reach their office at the time and improving their work efficiency and all. And it is cost effective as well. So this is a small step is by doing this small step, I feel that I am helping in protecting the planet, helping the climate change, and promoting some social development. So this is my social development step of the day. So hope you all are doing it in a certain another way. So apart from the responsibility, what is more in the title? Though there are so many other factors associated with it, I have listed the one: the ability to work, the reliability on the outcome, and the accountability of the goals. I would like to share the experience on this important subject, accountability to goals. So I used to work as a lubrication technical consultant, in which me along with my team used to visit the customer site, audit their entire lubrication management program, and prepare a report and share with them with a list of action of recommendations that help to increase the lubrication enabled reliability. So as we say, there are two type of people. So likewise, there are two type of companies in the corporate world, right? So one company one, the story is about the company one, which is from the Sri Lanka, and they have almost followed all the action of recommendations, and with that, within a year, they were able to create an impact story and share their tangible, intangible benefits. In the tangible, they were able to share that they have helped the in lubrication consumption reductions by 40%, and critical downtime reduction of critical equipment by 20%, and lube consolidated by 104 to 39 for their plants and all, which is worth saving of around 30K USD. These were the tangible benefits, and intangible benefits includes the trained reliability engineers, the competent team, and the world-class lubrication storage facility. I have presented this case study in Reliable Plant Conference in 2018, but now I feel that I missed to capture sustainability impact out of this number. On the other side, there were many companies which used to do the same exercise of this auditing and everything, but for the namesake, or I'll say just a formality, because whenever we used to, revisit them that have you implemented this thing or not? So they always come up with this excuses that we are some loaded with bugs, we will do it later, and we will do it later, this attitude and something. So accountability is a very serious when you are talking about the sustainability, and the seriousness will be achieved only when you realize that I am accountable to the mother earth. This is going to impact on the environment, this is going to impact the change in the livelihood. So this is an important and very important aspect of the sustainability. Yes. Now, fact and impact. I believe that we are living in the world of data, yes, where everything is now quantified. When how much steps we walk, how much hours we have slept, how much water we are drinking in a day, what is the purity of oxygen we are inhaling. Everything is now quantified, and it is available with us within your smartphone, watches, and everything, and how all the things are impacting in your health. So the fact and impacts are always related. So impact begins with facts, and facts begin with data. Let's see some scenarios of the industries now. Yes, the common issues for any manufacturing industries is the oil or fluid leakage. So leakage, I was going through a very good article of machinery lubrication and found some very good insights that annual cost of any leakage per asset is around 2,500, and it includes three important segments, that is the makeup fluid cost plus the cleanup fluid cost, which includes the human hours, the equipment, the consumables, and the team efforts and management on that part. The disposal cost, which includes the entire disposal management and meeting the compliance level of the governments. So it is around, so if you see the number, it is around 2,500 per asset, the cost of leak. Let's assume if there are around 10 to 15 leakages. So it is going a big number for the company, and it is an additional cost, right? So the data has said that a single hydraulic leak of 1 drop per second is equal to 420 gallons of oil in a 12 months period. But that cost associated with the hydraulic leaks are much greater than the cost of hydraulic itself. And now let's assume that how much effort and energy is required to make 1 barrel of lubricant, starting from the crude exploration, the transportation to the refineries, the distillation and separation processes, then dispatching it to the sites. So many numbers of steps are included before the barrel reach to your site, and how much the human hours, the energy, power, carbon footprint, fuel consumption is included. And if you waste your oil, just a 10 barrel of lubricants, just give a number that how much you are exploiting our mother earth and the environment, and how much it is creating an impact on the climate as well. The second important leakages or the struggle the company faces is the compressed air loss or leakages. And if there is any small hole in the pipeline of any compressed air, it acts as a nozzle and it ejects the air with a very high speed. And there are so many factors which could be a reason for any compressed air leakages, like the leaking valve, if there is a damaged hoses connections, and if the lines are corroded. So there could be a reason of for the compressed air leakages. If you can see the chart, that's a very interesting fact I found through the compressed air podium, that if there is a small 1 mm dia of the hole size and the air is keeping at 8 bar of pressure, it will release around 75 liter per minute, which is around 45 meter cube per hour. And the extra additional cost to maintain that required energy for the pump is around 0.6 kilowatt hour, and which is equal to around 480 euro per year. This is the additional cost occurred due to just 1 mm of a hole in the compressed air pipeline. So this is a chart like, after 1 mm, if the hole is around 5 mm, how much it will impact. And this can be corrected if we have some regular inspection, and the data will be quantified for the compressed air leakages as well. Now the third is important facts and impact is the water chemistry loss. And now this is my mainly work that I'm looking forward. So for me, in my job profile, most of the asset are cooling tower, and maintaining the parameters of the water is an important role. Water chemistry include many factors, many parameters like the pH, the ORP, biocides, conductivity, chemical dosage, and many more. And if there is any deviation in the parameter, it will directly impact to the efficiency of the cooling tower. Let's assume if there is a chemical dosage is high and we are unable to attend it, and that the parameters get attended, and the issue of scaling raised up, it will first reduce the heat exchanger efficiency, which could occur to asset failure, the energy losses and productivity losses, and it will increase effort on the auxiliary pumps and auxiliary equipment, and increasing enormous waste of energy. And that could result in an unexpected downtime. In this, I would like to share a data that a plant has been, because of some scaling issue, a equipment has failed, and it was for just 2 days, and the amount of downtime was around 35K USD, and which was still a less compared to the production loss. So all these are ultimately going to affect the sustainability goals, which include the energy saving, the water saving, the asset life saving, and everything. So maintaining the water chemistry within the permissible limit is an important factor to achieve the sustainability goals. Now, how we can attain the sustainability goal? If we go on a bigger picture, or if you have observed that most of the root cause analysis for any failures end up and either lack of awareness of that practices, or lack of tool, or some human error, or something very minor which was little bit ignored, or I'll say. So what we can do, two things can be done. First, the basic is the implementation of the total TPM, total productive maintenance. And the second is the adoption of the advanced technologies available in the market. The total productive maintenance. Total productive maintenance, nowadays their maintenance has been divided into many segments: preventive maintenance, reliability centered maintenance, and there are so many advancements in this thing. Now, total productive management is a culture that focuses on improving the effectiveness of the plant, equipment, and process through the empowerment of the people. Here, if I will decode it, total is the all employees are involved and empowered to eliminate any accident, breakdowns, or defect. It is a purely the zero concept, like zero should be achieved in all the three segments. Productive, it is all actions performed to increase your uptime and increase the overall equipment efficiency. Maintenance, it is about the man, machine, and materials. Everything should be optimized. So there are 8 pillars of the TPM, and which is being followed by many industries nowadays. It includes the 5S: autonomous maintenance, Kaizen, that is continuous maintenance, plant maintenance, quality maintenance, training, office TPM, safety, health, and environment. There's n number of benefits, which is either classified into the direct benefits and indirect benefits of the TPM. And it is very useful to implement. And if there is any challenges, it is always recommended to include a third party to implement this TPM at the site. The second is the adoption of the Industrial 4.0 technologies. Working with ECOLAB has given me a great exposure to know about these technologies a lot, because we have the IIoT devices installed at the entire globally, which is now connected to our sites, which is 24/7, keep monitoring the asset health and predicting their any deviations or everything, and keeping the customer and us on a visibility of data on a fingertips. So IIoT is playing a great role in achieving the sustainability. For other services like data as a services, where we are tied up with the customers to bring the visibility of their manual data, the lab data on their server, so that they can analyze, predict, and everything can be done with that data. Cloud computing, like we real-time information is there. What is the water quality index, and what is the financial impact of that, and the visibility and the real-time informations, and computing and predicting for the asset optimization and reduction in the water consumptions. Digital twins, where that exactly replicated replicated data can be created with the help of modeling and simulation of the data. So there is a number of things which I'm aware, and which some of which I'm not that much aware, but I'm learning on that part, like the artificial intelligence, sensor, and so many factors, which are ultimately helping the asset health, improvement, optimization of the resources, and increasing the uptime, and so many things to achieve the ultimately sustainability goal. So with the help of digitalization in the industries, their ECOLAB has created an impact, positive impact through the digitalization. This is the report shared. This is the report shared by the ECOLAB. It is a sustainability report of 2022, in which, through the help of digitalization, we were able to conserve around 219 billion gallons of water, which is equivalent to the drinking water needs of 758 million people. We have avoided around or reduced 3.6 million metric ton of greenhouse gas emission, provide safe food to 1.4 billion people, and clean 57 billion hands. So I really love that and feel proud that the company is not only sharing the data of how much the production and how much the scaling and how much the customer they have captured, but instead how much they are serious towards the earth and sharing the sustainability reports with everyone. So this is the positive impact. And I'll end up the session with a thought that what's your positive impact, what's your company's positive impact, and how you are contributing to our Mother Earth with your action plans, your activities, your own sustainability stories. So with this, I would like to end this session and thank you. And I would look forward for any questions. Thank you.
Session, Preeti. I think we do have a question currently on the message, so I'll shoot it through. One would be, what technologies or strategies will recommend to improve water chemistry in a chemical plant?
Okay. So to maintain the water chemistry, we need some IoT devices which is installed on your cooling towers, I'll say, if example, which keep monitoring the parameters like the pH, the ORP, the biocide, and the conductivity. Everything should be maintained on a real time. So installation of the IoT devices, and also keep a check on the blow down valves, that whether you are able to maintain the water volumes as well. So these two things.
Yeah, it seems like it's more as well as improving the condition monitoring of the water to able to attain that sustainability.
Yes,
Yeah.
condition monitoring of water is very important, right?
Yeah, I also like the one in your presentation that a small hole in the air compressor really you don't mind it if it's just a small hole, but once you have a lot multiple holes or the hole does increase, it does have like a great impact in terms of the entire operation of the equipment. So I
Exactly.
think that's a good indication that some people tend to that just let go. It's just a small hole, but it does have an impact on the operating condition of the plant.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think the other thing that I also would like to ask is in terms of the sustainability, um, as like a simple engineer or starting as a freshman, how will I be able to contribute in this sustainability globally as a just like a fresh engineer? Do I have like a say to the company on this sustainability?
Okay. So for a fresher or even the common person,
Hmm.
first we need to identify that what are activities we are doing and connecting it to the sustainability goals, kind of like I have shared my story that I commute by public transport.
Yeah.
So it is just I identified that part that yes, or how it is able to reduce the pollution, reducing the carbon footprints. So identification of your activities connecting with to the sustainability metrics is an important part. So if you are new in the engineers, like if in the lubrication experience, I'll say share, if you are able, we suggest inspection equipments to be installed on the machineries. So how much human hours we are able to reduce by the proper inspections, and if you are able to extend the life of a lubricant, so by that how much you are quantifying in the in terms of sustainability, like reducing the disposal
Mm,
And, so it is impacting to the earth, right?
mm.
And there are so many examples. If like you just, I'll sum up in that say, you need to quantify the things, identify, quantify, and connect with the
Yeah.
sustainability. That's
I
it.
think the word that you just said, connect, is the best way of looking at it. Because I think simple things that you might be saying that is not doesn't affect, but when you connect it, it does have a
Yes,
sustainability impact. I think I love the way that you have said regarding simple ways like a common person will be able to add into the sustainability of how things. So, like one question that is being raised here on my colleagues is, let's say a small company that has limited budget. What do you think are the meaning? What's the first step that they need to do to able to have that first step in terms of sustainability? Meaning, what's the first process? What I mean, in a step by step, what is the first thing that they need to identify or to know?
okay, for a small organization we need to just classify that what is the work we are doing. Okay, how much time we are capturing for that work, how much human hours or the employees are living, and they are working efficiently or not, they are rewarded or not, because these are also a part of the sustainability. Like you are feeling active, occupied, energized, and you're rewarded and something. So it will develop one person, and with that, the entire organization will be impacted on that part. And for sustainability things, you need to just relate.
Mm.
Like if you are in sales and development, how you are going to impact this thing. You can use some technologies for this. If there is supply chain part is there, so you can use the technology to save the time. Saving the time is also a part of sustainability.
Yeah, I think that's a good takeaway for me. I always think when you're talking about sustainability, it's more on equipment uptime. I didn't never thought about you need to also think of sustaining the people, making putting an investment on people so that they're able to have more impact as well on the sustainability. I think that's a good comment to have. I think the other thing that I'm just quite curious. People always tend to push, especially big companies, pushing through sustainabilities. Is there like a KPI to able to keep track on this sustainability, or is there like a matrix so that they're able to know that they have achieved something?
Yes, yes, KPI need to be defined and metrics should be there. Like I'll just talk about my example. Like we are connected with IoTs, and wherever there is the deviation, we get the notification in that terms of, I'll say, alarms. So we quantify that things, that alarms, how much it is going to impact in terms of water saving, how much is going to energy saving, how much it is impacting on the GHG reduction, how much it is going for the monetary saving of the assets. Like if we have saved some downtime, how it is going. So we need to first define the terminologies, so the KPIs, and work accordingly and quantify that part thing.
Yeah, I think that's meaning those are engineers' view. But of course, when you go to the higher management, they usually look into, okay, what had you contribute in terms of sustainability, right? So I think those KPI and matrix is quite important. I think this session I have learned a lot, even just being a moderator on sustainability. As you said, sustainability is like a very broad word, but if you really look into it and connect those simple things that you do as a company, you might not know that it might be related to sustainability already. Maybe what you are already doing is already dragging to sustainability.
Yes, yes, thanks,
Yep.
thanks, Archer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, I think that will be good. So we're about to end our session. And pretty maybe just to a last word. Do you have any advice to the people, to the audience that we have on this session?
Yes, I was reading a newspaper and found a very good line. So,
Okay.
so I want to just share just two lines. So it was saying that currently the Earth is already about 1.1 degrees Celsius warmer than it was in late 800, and emission continue to rise. To keep global warming to no more than 1.5 degrees C, as called in the Paris Agreement, emission need to be reduced by 45% by 2030. and reach net zero by 2050. This is a fact which actually I felt, it is just a, say 1.1 degrees Celsius, but we are so unbearable to live in this summer, and it's very difficult, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm just thinking how it will be in 1.5 degrees Celsius. So we need to act fast, and we need to connect with our activities to the sustainability
Yeah.
goals and concern about the mother earth. That thing.
That's a very good closing statement, Preeti. So thank you again for this session, Preeti, and hope to see you next time.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Arthur. Thank you,
Yeah.
audience. Thank you, everyone.
Bye.